says we are live. Welcome to the Geekz, episode 56. This is a little.
This is Steve keeping it green.
Keeping it too green.
Oh shit!
God damn.
You
You okay?
it's gonna be a good one.
Holy shit! That was
That's not live resin.
You're like, oh man, with them lungs.
Yeah. No, it's those pens, man. Woo. It's the future.
No, it's not. I ain't Wait, you coughing? I ain't fucking with those. What's up, man? Yo, Lakers are really blew Memphis the fuck out, didn't they, Lil?
They did. I only saw the score. I didn't watch the game. I was all over the place. What's
going on, Taylor?
What's up, Taylor?
You guys
the Kings Warriors spat has been pretty fun to watch.
Yeah,
it's tonight. I mean, tomorrow.
Yeah, noon.
Best player wins, but they gotta play the Lakers next. So I don't know. We've been 20-9 since the All-Star break. A little. We first in defense, first in the opponents not scoring over 100. Yo, pretty goddamn good, man. Pretty goddamn good. Like Laker can like championship contender kind of shit.
And when they get swept in the next round,
by who?
Whoever they play.
You think they're really gonna get swept by fucking Golden State or Sacramento? Golden State looking old as shit right now, so I don't even know if they're gonna win the Sacramento game. I ain't gonna hold you. They may not win. And Sacramento,
it's gonna be in Sacramento.
Yo, and Sacramento,
Steve's gonna be wearing his Pedro Stojakovic jersey. I wish I had one.
Us playing Sacramento is gonna be a fucking breeze. It's gonna be a breeze because fucking Memphis had a better record than Sacramento did. So listen, they can bring that shit if they want. What else is going on, man? Y'all watch anything this week? There really wasn't much on this week, really, right? It's like anything.
I didn't watch anything but the draft. Have my electrical fixed. Well, at least partially fixed because there's a lot more work that needs to be done. I gotta go back to Sarasota early in the morning, so in a few hours, I have to get it back in my car and drive another 2+ hours.
Oh, I did go to the movies to go see Return of the Jedi.
You went and saw Return of the Jedi?
I did.
Nice.
I did. I mean, it was okay. It was nice seeing the big screen, I guess. But I was fading a little bit. It was a 10:30 movie. I was like, dude, it's like a little bit. And I woke up, you know what I mean, watching stuff. But I've seen it.
Man, you realize we're old, right? You can't be watching movie. You can't be watching a movie at 10:30
at night in the dark in a comfy chair. No fucking way. I can't do that shit. No way.
It was not a
That's
good look.
You know me, guys. You both know me.
I could do that at home if I have like things I can distract myself with and whatever. But like, if I'm at a theater, I'm going to sleep. If it's that late.
It was not a good look. It was not a good.
Speaking of Ewoks from Return of the Jedi, I saw this really cool 6-minute short film this morning, and it was like first person kind of like found footage style, but it was almost like helmet cam footage from a stormtrooper, and he was with another stormtrooper, and they were like stuck in the woods of Endor at night. And the Ewoks are all evil and shit. Little red eyes popping out.
Yeah,
you just hear him laughing evil in the back.
Yeah, I seen that one. That was good.
Awesome.
It was good. Yeah,
I thought that was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. I like that.
We got a bunch of questions here. We got Joshua. What's up, guys? Addition to the perfect 80s movie night question. What 80s crush would be the perfect date?
80s crush. Man, when I was 7, who did I have a crush on?
Pink Ranger.
Not out yet.
Well, I mean, we talk kind of 90s, but 80s, you know, I mean,
if I can squeeze in my 90s, my first childhood crush was hands down, easily 100% Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy Jo Johnson. All right.
I had feelings for that woman.
And Josh also says Denver's taking the West. Nobody's gonna mess with the Joker. You go love, baby. You go love.
Okay.
Joker.
My 80s crush, Ray Don Sean. Yo,
Not bad.
Ray Don Sean, man. Yo, she was the shit.
What was that? I know Tommy. If Tommy Lamardozzi's listening, he's screaming his head off right now. Who's that chick from
What's up, James?
from Beastmaster?
Oh, I don't know. Didn't she
She
die?
was in a ton of she just died recently, but like she was in a ton of stuff. Remember she was in that weird horror movie he made us watch?
Me?
No, Tommy.
Johnny
He made
Contain?
God
which
damn
one?
it! You're gonna make.
I don't
me
know,
do
man.
that.
You mentioned some man.
What's up, Keith? Thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for joining us live, man.
A little. Who was your crush, a little?
See, I'm trying to think 80s. I don't know if I had like an 80s.
Tanya Roberts.
Tanya Roberts. Okay, yes, that's right. She was in that Ouija one, right?
No, she was in that one where the guy wore the weird mask.
Oh, that's right. The
old man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Robert? What's going on, man?
Keith says,
hello, who's your crush, Lil?
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald's not a bad choice.
I think it's a 90s movie. I think it came out in 91. I think this was the one where I was like, holy cow. And I'm going to say Jennifer Connelly in Career Opportunities.
Jennifer Connelly would be a really solid bet back in the
80s. Jennifer Connelly is in 80s, 90s, 2000s,
2020s.
She is a lifetime crush because
I'm going with Jennifer Connelly Jennifer Connelly Career Opportunities. That movie, man, when they're skating around that Target at night and stuff, and she's riding that damn quarter machine horse. I'm like, what?
I guess it's different for y'all. For me, it was Lisa Bonet. Like, god damn, Lisa Bonet was amazing.
Not Rudy?
Yeah. What?
I'm joking, man.
Lisa Bonet. Who else, man? Who else had in the 80s, man? It was like killing it. Black women. I'm saying black women because it's hard, because there was a lot of white women in the 80s movies. It wasn't really a lot
from Some Kind of Wonderful.
Oh, you talking about Mary Stuart Masterson? Yo,
yeah.
I love Mary Stuart Masterson, man. In that movie, I don't know what it was, man, but it was something that glued me to her.
Trading Places, Jamie Lee.
No, Jamie Lee Curtis was never pretty to me. I ain't gonna hold you. She was never pretty to me.
Alyssa Milano,
yeah.
Alyssa Milano and Phoebe Cates. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Come on, man.
She was right.
Sigourney Weaver was like, that's a weird one because there's movies where she's like really hot, but then
there are not. Yes, I agree. When she was Zool.
It's a lot of flat butts in the 80s.
Maybe it was the jeans.
It was the mom jeans back in the 80s.
James says Stacey Dash.
The chick from the Abyss. We might want to watch out how we say
it. Chick from the Abyss. Is that?
That's what Joshua. I'm calling. Yeah, that is what Joshua said. Yes.
What about Mia Sara from Ferris Bueller and Legend?
Yo, Mia Sara she was all right. She was all right.
I'm going Jennifer Connelly. I mean, although Alyssa Milano.
Stacey Dash was 90s. Stacey Dash was 90s.
Well, I said 80s, 90s. Embrace the Vampire, 90s. That Alyssa Milano vampire movie where
Robin Givens.
Even Double Dragon a little. Even Double Dragon.
It's what saved that movie. The only reason to watch Double Dragon is
the air duct scene.
Yes.
Robin Givens and Holly Berry.
What's that big
90s Holly Berry. Woo. She was that. She was
Keith is saying Diana Ross from The Wiz.
Sean, Halle Berry from the Flintstones. From the Flintstones. Woof. Yikes.
Yeah. Diana Ross in Mahogany. She was all right in Mahogany. I remember that with Billy D. Williams. That was a 70s movie though.
Elizabeth Shue.
I guess you could say it.
You know, because she had that, from
in the 80s or 90s though. It was 90s,
no,
right?
That's Karate Kid. It's 80s.
Karate Kid, and she did the Babysitter movie.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Adventures Babysitting. When
Yeah.
everybody thought she was a Playboy model, and they kept flipping that Playboy page open, you're like waiting for it to keep flipping.
Christina Applegate.
Married with Children.
Married with
Kelly.
Children, yeah.
Yeesh.
Christina Applegate.
She's 90s, but Larg Voorhees. I think 89, James. I think she might have squeezed in. I think the first season of Saved by the Bell in high school was 89, so you might have snuck that right.
This is such a misogynistic conversation.
Yeah, it's a very straight male conversation. If you can't tell.
Yeah.
I have no problem talking about AC Slater.
We are going to get in trouble.
Yeah, we just went on a rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole of 80s women.
I don't know if I'm not.
Well, that was the question. We're answering the questions that the people.
Who was your crush from the 80s? But who was your crush from the 80s? Though we just ran in a bunch of names. But Steve, you said Mary Jo.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy Jo Johnson. Although yours was who?
I'm telling you, it was Jennifer Connelly.
It was Jennifer Connelly. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm married to Jennifer for a reason.
Now, who's your male crush, though?
I said it. It was AC Slater.
Kevin Costner.
yeah, AC Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Always be Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner. Huh?
I said Big Bird agrees with you.
Costner can do the role. Waterworld was great. Debate me on it.
Waterworld.
Steve.
Man.
Hey, Steve, I said Waterworld was great. Debate me on it.
Waterworld's great, but it fucking the whole premise of everything falls apart as soon as you start thinking about it. It's just,
I know. It's just terrible.
Oh, God. But it's so awesome.
He had gills. Like, it was so weird.
And it didn't make, and for like, who cares? Like, it didn't, like, for what? For that one scene underwater with the
Josh
buildings?
was right. Josh was right. Here we go. This is it. Jean-Claude. Is it?
No.
Van Damme.
No.
Come on. Bloodsport, Van Damme.
Van Damme wasn't my go-to 80s guy, man, in the 80s, man. I think to me, my go-to 80s guy was probably Harrison Ford. It was probably Harrison because Indiana Jones and Star Wars was my bag. So I think out of all leading men back in the 80s, it was definitely Harrison Ford for me.
See, like it was like different, right? Because you had action movies that you would go to. So like for Jean, that'd be Jean-Claude. But then for like, I was a big Tom Hanks fan back, Big Joe versus the Volcano.
80s Tom Hanks.
Well, you were talking about The Burbs, Steve, last week.
The Burbs.
So, yeah.
Dragnet.
So good. Turner and Hooch. Like 80s Tom Hanks was like my jam. I watched everything and loved it all.
Because they were wholesome comedies.
Mm-hmm.
So who was your best action star in the 80s and 90s?
I mean, it's hard to you have like Schwarzenegger, man. You got the Terminator, Commandos, then you got Stallone in there with the Rambos and the Rockies and everything else in between, like Cobra. So it's hard to beat one of those two. But then again, like it's never going to be Steven Seagal. But you have Van Damme you can throw in there, and like Van Damme has some fucking bangers.
But Van Damme's mostly like his peaks were the 90s. You know what I mean? Like he was like that end. Yeah, Time Cop was I think 93, 94.
I'm trying to look at my shelves. See if I can see which movies. Michael Dudikoff.
Well, I mean, we all love American Ninja. I mean,
granted, Tom Cruise has lasted the test of time.
Yeah, but he was an action star in the 80s.
Not in the 80s.
Not in the 80s.
Risky Business and fucking.
He did do
all the right moves.
Top Gun, but I mean that was.
Yeah, but Top Gun's a different kind of action.
Is it though? Yeah, I guess so. But then he did Days of Thunder too.
Yeah, I think that was
No.
90.
If he doesn't run in it, it's not a Tom Cruise action movie, and he don't run in Top Gun.
Days of Thunder was the shit, though, man. Days of Thunder was the shit, yo.
Days of
Cold
Thunder is
Trickle.
really good.
What you say, Steve?
Days of Thunder is phenomenal.
It's so good. I don't
But
know.
like, but then like RoboCop, one of the best movies, and like, but like Peter Weller can't be up
Peter
there.
Weller wasn't an action star. He was just RoboCop.
Well, he was the other guy too. Fucking Buckaroo
Top
Banzai.
comedian Adam. Yo, Buckaroo Banzai is my shit. I need that on VHS. Would you put Adam Sandler into the top comedic actors of all time? If so, because he's made good movies or because of his longevity?
Maybe top 5 most successful.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah,
he'd be in the top most successful, right? Because his longevity is crazy.
I mean, if you look at his highs, right? Like his highs, right? Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Waterboy. I think a very underrated movie. And I'm drawing a blank on the title. The Wedding Singer. The Wedding Singer. I think is such an underrated movie.
I think 50 First Dates is amazing.
50 First Dates is great.
Movie.
It's so good.
So right then and there,
Eight Crazy Nights is really good.
Fucking
the
great.
Animation's fucking phenomenal in that movie.
It is. Adam Sandler movies. Look, I mean, what was the movie? Blended. Fucking love Blended. Thought it was great. I love Blended.
And then he had Uncut Gems, which not a comedy, but holy shit.
Yo, and the one he just did with the basketball one was good.
But Murder Mystery 2, I couldn't get through it. I had to turn it off like 20 minutes in. I'm like, I can't stand the
Murder Mystery 1.
I can't. Jennifer Aniston was screeching on a whole new level, and I was just like, I can't.
But that wasn't Adam. That was her. My kids love Murder Mystery 1 and 2, so they loved Hubie Halloween. They like all the bad ones that he's done.
I like that.
But that's what that's geared toward. Not us. You know, we like the raunchy Adam Sandler. We like.
Who would you say is the best comedic actor of all time?
Jim Carrey.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
No. Well, again,
like
tough,
best, right?
Well,
that's
best. You're talking about his opinion of what you think. Is
your own opinion. Your own opinion. I guess it's not. There's no real.
Well, I just said Jim Carrey. You told me no. So how?
That was for me though. And that was for me.
It's a tough call. It's a tough call, Sean, because like I would have considered.
I already got mine.
No, I'm just saying I would have considered 80s Tom Hanks a comedic actor. The 90s he turned into a dramatic actor and won a bunch of Oscars, right?
Well, I got mine already. It's still my 80s.
Bob. I mean, Taylor, you're right here. I think Robin Williams is one of the
Williams, Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy. Again, you said Robin Williams already.
I think Steve Martin's up there as well. Steve Martin,
Bill Murray, but like when was the last time Bill Murray did like anything good?
I mean, but again, you have to look. You have to look at the whole.
You just asked of all time. You're not saying
80s
in the
and 90s. You guys. What about Bob?
Well, he did, but you asked of all time. That includes.
You're right. You're right.
So I'm just saying about like Bill Murray. Like Bill Murray was great in the 80s, but like since then, like Jim Carrey has been continuously doing good. I mean, even in the Sonic movies, like he's not the problem with those, So. And then Ace Ventura and all that shit was fucking great.
But I don't think Jim Carrey's movies hit.
You didn't like Ace Ventura?
I don't think those movies hit the highs that Bill Murray did.
You hated The Mask?
I did not like The Mask.
Cameron Diaz in The Mask. Good Lord. I can't. You didn't like Liar Liar? So good.
Nope. I don't like Jim Carrey like that. Like he doesn't make me
Bruce
laugh.
Almighty was good. Man.
I did like Bruce Almighty. I like Bruce Almighty.
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell is definitely that dude.
Will Ferrell's up there. Holy crap.
Yeah. Will Ferrell is that dude. But more Will Ferrell was like 90s, 2000 now, maybe, I guess.
I don't know. But then like it's also weird because comedies change, right? Because like I love Jason Bateman as a comedic actor. Jason Bateman can make me laugh my ass off, but it's because he's deadpan. He's not wilding out like they used to, So like I guess it all just kind of depends. you
It
know?
does depend. It does depend. I do like Jason Bateman though, Steve. I agree with you.
Jason Bateman's
Yeah,
fucking phenomenal.
you know, Taylor, I like Chris Farley, but I mean, it was just 2 movies, right? Like,
No
Yeah,
way.
I'm going
Tommy
John,
Boy,
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep,
And
Beverly
Beverly
Hills
Hills
Ninja. You cannot leave out Beverly Hills Ninja. No,
Okay,
you
I'm
cannot.
saying that we're really good. Beverly Hills
No,
Ninja
you
is
cannot.
not really good.
Beverly Hills Ninja is fantastic.
I would
Get
rather
out of
I would
here.
rather go John Candy over Chris Farley.
I'd go John Candy any day.
Oh, John Candy, hands down.
So
Even Michael Keaton, though, back in the day,
yeah,
Multiplicity,
that's what I'm saying. A lot of those actors like
Beetlejuice.
transformed. You know, so it's weird because it's like they didn't all stick with that same genre, kind of. You know, so it's.
But you know who did? You know who stuck with his genre?
Who?
Costner. the great Costner.
Dude, Costner has like a new
His own genre.
He has like a new ad that plays on the radio when I listen to the talk radio in the morning on my drive to work. It's like, this is Kevin Costner, and I want you to hear about my new app called Autio. And he just tells you this shit like about listening to these stories about this town, whatever town you're driving through, and then it's it. But like, he has no inflection on his voice. It's just so Kevin Costner the whole way through. It's like, I love it.
Josh was saying Chevy Chase. I mean,
Chevy
80s Chevy Chase. I mean,
Chevy was shit.
Fletch.
Chevy was good.
I was thinking about Three Amigos the other day.
Fletch, The Amigos.
Who is
The
that
Invisible
dude?
Man. I used to like that movie.
All the Lampoon.
Charles
movies.
Grodin. I used to love that guy.
Charles
Nothing
Grodin?
But Trouble.
Do you
Yeah, Nothing But Trouble. Beethoven movies. Remember that guy? Charles
do you
Grodin.
consider him a comedic actor?
I hated the Beethoven movie, so it doesn't really.
Charles Grodin.
The first one was good. Come on. Stanley
Because-
Tucci was in
Because
it.
you were the perfect age when that movie came out. Like
Yeah.
this
You
was
were.
not my movie. This is
It was
the
not.
same problem I have with Home Alone. Like I just
Oh,
Well, and you didn't like the Muddy Ducks either.
no, I did like the Mighty Ducks, the first one, but I played
I did
hockey too. So
no, I did.
Home Alone is like.
What's up, Carlos?
I don't understand your guys' bullshit with that.
what? Home Alone?
Home Alone.
I don't like it.
Unbelievable.
I don't like it.
You don't.
Sorry, Steve. I don't like it. Can we not have our own opinion here?
You know who's not going to be on the list?
Burt Reynolds.
Pauly Shore.
Ooh. Don't
Why
tell
would
my
you-
wife that because she loved that one movie with him and was it the Baldwin brother, the Biodome.
Biodome?
Yeah.
I love Biodome.
And she loves
How you gonna
and she
shit on
loves-
Pauly Shore then?
and she loves son-in-law too.
Because I was just looking around at my tapes and son-in-law is like right there. It's like shining bright like a beacon. But
Yeah, but
It
Encino Man wasn't bad either. So like Encino Man, son-in-law, Biodome.
what other
Can't
ones?
say he
Remember In the Army Now? Wasn't he in the Army? Wasn't that like
I don't even remember that.
that was an army movie with him and
Buddy. Yeah.
Pauly Shore
Uh,
owns a fucking comedy cellar, don't he? In California,
I think so.
don't he own that shit?
how many shelves are in like what case? Like these cases?
Maybe I think
The details? There's like I don't know if there's 3. I don't know if he's just talking about that or my movies.
we'll answer both.
So my movies have there's 7, there's 14, and they're 14 feet long.
Crazy.
They're 12 feet this way and 2 feet in.
Oh, it was in the Army now.
Yeah.
So
These shelves have been a fucking monster. I'm exhausted.
sorry, Steve. Looks good.
But it's
though.
cool. But it's cool because like I'm not as echoey today because the fucking putting the tapes on the wall really
Oh yeah,
added a lot of noise reduction. So
for sure. He wants to know the shelves behind you in the detox.
Shit,
Oh.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
there's just 3 in the bottom.
I was just thinking about Michelle Pfeiffer.
Nothing wrong with that. All right. Well, anything else? You guys watch anything this week? I know we went off on some crazy tangents to start the show. You watch anything this week?
I know I
Cyber-
did. I just can't remember what it was. It wasn't any good.
The 49ers drafted a kicker, Steve, in the 3rd round.
Well, Robbie Gold was like, I don't want to play here anymore. So we had to get somebody. We don't need nothing.
Oh man, I don't believe that's true.
Yikes!
But we'll see.
I saw that story too. That
The
headline.
rumor of Mila Kunis being cast to play the Thing in the Fantastic Four. I do not believe that is.
That don't even sound right. That's not even a hot mess.
Wow.
I mean, I really don't think Kevin Feige is looking to just torpedo this thing and be fired.
Maybe you never know. You never know.
He's like, fuck it. I'm gonna.
I mean, if he would have done that, he would have just taken the DC job, right? Like, they offered him the DC job. He asked, so.
Of course, I'm sure, but don't say it like that. Like, ugh. Like, I'm sure fucking everybody. I'm sure Hasbro's been like, "Hey, Kevin Feige, you want to come work for us?"
No,
sure
I mean,
everybody
has
asked that.
Right. He could. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he's going to torpedo one job for another. I think he could have at any point decided to step down. I don't think he's doing that. I mean, I guess I could be wrong. I've been wrong a billion times in the past. I just don't see it either. Makes no sense. It's I don't know. Marvel's first family. You can't make the Thing a giant rock monster. Mila Kunis.
Oh, God, they could though.
Yes,
Oh, they
Carlos.
could.
I've seen Adam Driver.
They could, and they definitely will. They could, and they definitely.
They could, and they would. Oh God, if she said yes, they would so fast.
Well, he did, and he had a movie that he was working on, but that looks like that got scrapped too. So, like, that's not even in the plans for the Star Wars stuff for Kevin Feige. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. This Fantastic Four might not be that good.
I like Adam Driver.
We don't know anything about it though, so it's hard. It's like they're saying Antonio Banderas for Galactus. Somebody said Daniel Craig, and I was like, man, Daniel Craig does have the perfect face for Galactus. He looks just like Galactus.
That doesn't make any sense.
Does he? Has this giant thing sticking
his
out
face?
of his head?
It's his mouth and his nose and the whole arrangement of it. It'd be perfect.
Well, if they buffoon it like they did Ant-Man and the Wasp on MODOK, then I don't know. They might mess it all up. Ooh, big giant face, and that was terrible. That was not good. It was not good. Anyway,
that's streaming now, huh?
It is. Anybody watching?
Yeah, on Disney Plus.
No.
So Scream, I think that's on.
I'll ever go back to it.
Puss in Boots as Galactus. Yeah. That last Puss in Boots movie was pretty good, though. I have to say. I watched it twice.
Is that it? I mean,
is this a short night? I mean,
I am exhausted. I don't know. Like, there's.
Well, next week we got Guardians coming out. I'm actually hearing mixed reviews.
I have not gotten my tickets.
And the mixed reviews for Guardians is because it's too dark, and it's got some brutal scenes in it.
I know all the spoilers.
I do not. Do not tell me.
I read them all.
Sean.
Of course, you did it.
Forward it like it's hot. I certainly will, sir. I certainly will.
Sean, what do you think about the new Star Wars game?
Oh, I love it. I'm playing it now.
Alex is playing it right now.
I am enjoying it. I like it, Steve. I mean, I liked the last one anyway, so Fallen Order was great.
I kind of the last one.
It's cool. I mean, it's fine. Like, you can do different things. Like, it's fine. I like it. I mean, I'm gonna play it out.
Combat's really good.
It is. Combat's really good. Kind of wish I would have waited. Maybe I'd have got it for free later on in like a couple months. But I know
that's a thing. It's like I
want
to get it, but I'm like, It's gonna end up on fucking Game Pass in like a month.
Yeah, you know it
I'll
is.
just get it then.
I would say maybe a year. It took a while for Fallen Order.
I'm gonna buy Diablo. I can't be buying all the games. Like Diablo's coming out real soon. So
fucking Star Wars was like fucking $80, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? What happened to $40 games? Like, what happened to that? That shit changed real fucking fast, man. I am upset.
This one with no DLCs was $70. I was like, what the?
Yo, just say $100 already, so motherfuckers can be like, no, because
Dave and Jason were playing fucking PGA golf because I thought, oh, remember we were talking about it when we were gaming. Is like, oh, we should play a golf game. That'd be fucking tight. They went out and bought the game. It's a $60 fucking game. They're like, you should buy it. I'm like, no, I don't want to spend $60 on golf. I don't want to.
Either,
I wouldn't mind either, but I don't want to spend $60 on it.
I got Tiger Woods 2003 right here. I'll just play this on the GameCube. Just call it a day.
I would love to play golf with my buddies online, but it's like, oof, $60. That's steep.
Yes, yeah. James. Yes, he is based off of a real character-ish, I guess. Well, the character Cal Kestis was made up for the video game. But then the guy who plays it, I forgot what his name is. Steve, I don't think you know.
Monaghan, something Monaghan.
Yeah, from he was from Gotham, right? He was Joker.
He's a Joker. Gotham. Yeah.
He's from a couple other shows, American Horror Story. He's from a bunch of stuff.
Shameless.
That's what it was. Shameless. Yeah. It would be nice to see. I don't know how the game is going to turn out at the end, but I don't know. We'll see.
Joshua wants to know now the perfect 80s
crazy
song.
Part is the lady from what was that sketch show that was on Fox back in the day? Mad TV. Mad TV.
Yeah, but who? Which one?
Which one? Jennifer Aniston was on Mad TV.
The black lady with the bald head. Like, well, now she has a bald head. I think she's like one of the characters in Jedi Fallen Order.
It's not Wanda Sykes.
No, not Wanda Sykes. Mad TV. I forgot what her damn name was. It'll come back to me. I don't know her name.
So she's in the game, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's the thing too. These days, they're casting games like movies, right? Like they're
Deborah Wilson. Deborah Wilson.
I don't remember. Yeah. I didn't watch Mad TV a lot. I wasn't a big.
I love Mad TV. Stewart, that was great.
Oh, Stewart was great.
Me too.
I don't remember. I didn't watch Mad TV a lot.
I want to do it. Stewart was fucking awesome, dude.
Oh man, Mad TV was great, man. Oh man.
Hey, look what I can do. Mad TV is so good. I love the animated Spy versus Spy when they put those little bits in there.
Phenomenal. Yeah, it was
so
great. Michael McDonald was great as So I forgot Ari Spears was in that shit. That's right. For now I don't know what he's doing now. Bunch of crazy stuff. What else?
I agree, Keith. In Living Color was far better. I think that's why.
Oh, agreed. Hands down, Living Color was phenomenal. Like one of the best sketch shows of all time. Probably the
Mrs. Wong. Mrs. Wong couldn't be done today. That would not be allowed.
Oh no.
It was hilarious, but you can't do that.
Mm-mm. There's a lot of shit you can't do. You can't do anything on fucking that they was doing on fucking in Living Color.
Could you imagine if they tried to do the Chappelle show today?
Oh my gosh. It would be terrible. Like you couldn't do it. It wouldn't. It just work. It just don't work. That stuff don't work no more. You can't pull off anything anymore. If anybody getting offended,
yeah,
you know.
So Joshua did ask about the song on the radio that you're playing. I mean, Steve's playing the Power Rangers theme song, taking Amy Jo Johnson to the movies.
That is not true. Would it be that he's talking about? So if it was it would have to be like a love song, right? If it's
it'd be a love ballad,
date. I mean, if you're letting 90s in, I mean, damn. When Armageddon dropped and Aerosmith dropped that banger, that was everywhere.
No, I hate it. I'm not playing that
song. Don't wanna miss a thing.
I mean, no. I like the song, but it wasn't something I was getting played in my house.
No, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play some.
It was all Luther Vandross in my house.
Sean, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but we grew up in very different households.
I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play some "Color Me Bad," "Sex You Up." I'm gonna sex you up. That's what I'm playing.
Just playing Jodeci.
In my house growing up, it was honestly tons of Whitney Houston.
You up and down.
In my house growing up, tons of Whitney Houston, Pat Benatar.
Jodeci. What are you talking about?
No, I was singing another song. I was thinking other songs.
That was H Town. Get your shit right. Get your bands right. Get your black bands right, hello.
Sorry.
See, I just claim ignorance. You guys leave me alone about it. So
yeah, we don't bother you. We know. We know.
I just started singing. That's the one I put up.
I don't know about Lil's household. It seems like I don't know. It was a lot of
chameleons.
Confusion.
You listen to everything. We don't know what we are.
A lot of confusion.
It's just like a Lil today. It's just he doesn't know what he is.
It's very confusing.
That's whatever side of the argument is right. That's what he is today. Oh, you guys are looking at white people more friendly today. Oh, I guess I'm a little more white. Oh, white people are bad. I guess I'm not white today.
I don't think I ever acted that way, but okay.
It's so true. It feels like it's so true now. It's not, but it feels like it.
I know, right? I take like these little examples that mean nothing, and I'm like, but that means this. It's like I totally conflate it, but it like fits somehow. like a glove.
So it is amazing to me a little. You are a chameleon.
You've become the Spider-Man villain.
Oh man.
Your superpower is to just get to whatever race is not in trouble. I'm this now. That's fun.
I put on my power ring and I just transform.
Power of soul.
Power of soul.
You get into any club you wanted. Wouldn't matter. Every restaurant, you're like, bang. Now I'm this. Discounts all the time.
Power of mullet.
White power.
I wasn't even going to go there, Sean. You said it.
I can say it.
I
can say it.
Oh,
it was funny. Now, if you'd have said it, it would have been a little bit uncomfortable.
But could you just imagine a little shouting that to the heavens in the middle of the street? Yo, this fist in the air. But then nothing happens.
You know what? That's a comedy sketch that we should do.
Nothing happens, and everyone's just looking at you.
No, what happens is somebody runs by and hits me upside my head. That's what happens.
God. Stupid. The only thing that happens is you get a fucking pointy hat. That's it. That's the only thing that happens. Like, oh no.
Oh my God.
All my clothes turn white.
Oh man, I can't. Oh man, my eyes is watering. Oh man.
That was a good one.
Woo. Shit.
Sorry.
Yo, you stupid Steve for that one, man. Yo, you had me crying on that one. Oh man, I can't.
Funny. Any other news? Anything else? I mean, it looks like it's gonna be a short show this week, guys. Anybody have any other questions? Anybody?
I mean, I got some stuff for the toy box.
All right, yeah, that's right. You did get some amazing items here.
Got a lot of Star Wars books. So I found this Star Wars book. It's a collection of classic board book, but the art is by.
So I can see the art.
The art is by Al Williams, who actually did the original. He actually did the original comic strips from Star Wars back in the 70s or the 80s, and it has really cool artwork on it, just like really from Al Williams. I mean, if you
Oh,
know his stuff,
those are kids' board books.
it's a kid board book, but it's an adult book. Because I found it was at Midtown Comics. So, but it was really cool though. Like the artwork is great. Like it's all the comic strip art. Like that's it.
That's
To
really
me,
cool.
that's like a piece of like really history for Star Wars. I thought it was great. Really, really cool.
Oh yeah,
book.
that is cool.
Yeah, there's some great stuff in here, man. Really, the artwork is just really great. Very, very, very well done. Al Williams did a great job with that shit. So, really cool. Definitely a great book just to have in my Star Wars books. Although you'll love this. Last week, I went to the Hip Hop Museum or the Hip Hop. It was actually the Hip Hop exhibit. It was actually in Baltimore. Me and Zoe went, and we got a chance to see like a lot of old hip hop stuff, from our era, and then 90s, and now until now. Really, really great exhibit. If you get a chance to check it out if you're in Baltimore, it's the Hip Hop Culture Museum. It was really, really great. Really, really nice to see some stuff. They had like cross colors. They had like a little outfit of cross colors. They had like all the outfits from like LL Cool J. Like they had a Dookie chain on there. They had some really great art, like some really, really cool art that was exhibited at the show. They had
That's
a real,
awesome.
real Basquiat that was there. What else did they have, man? A couple other things that was really, really cool, man. Very, very well done. It was nice to see it. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but like that was an old cross colors outfit from back in the day. I mean, you see how big it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, although you remember that kind of stuff. I mean, Steve, you may. They have Pharrell's hat on display.
Wait, Steve, you never saw cross colors? You never saw people wearing cross colors?
It doesn't ring a bell. I'm sure I've seen it, but
they had a Gucci like a Gucci sweater in a frame. So it was all Gucci sweater shit. Yeah, based off of Biggie, Biggie's Gucci sweater.
Yeah.
Really, really, really cool. They had a really cool like jacket by Dapper Dan, and I don't know if you guys know who Dapper Dan is, but he was a huge influence in the 80s and 70s for hip hop. He did a lot of Gucci print stuff and stuff like that from Harlem. Really, really iconic dude, and
that's really cool.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. It was a really, really great exhibit. Actually, really, really cool. If you love hip hop, definitely worth checking out. But when I was there, they got a little gift shop. They had some really cool hip hop stuff but I couldn't pass up because they had some Star Wars shit. So I got the archives of Star Wars through episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Really, really great stuff. Really great artwork. The book is, it's phenomenal. One of those great Star Wars books that just shows all the, old stuff from back in the day. Just like pictures and stuff like that from, when, Lucas was doing everything, and a lot of McQuarrie art, and, just a lot of really cool stuff that's in the book. And it talks about like, everything what happened from Star Wars, from Return of the Jedi, and like, page by page. It's a really cool book. I'm really loving Star Wars books right now. So I'm just trying to build up my library of Star Wars books. So those are really good books to have if you're a Star Wars person. You love Star Wars. Another great book a buddy of mine gave to me at work, because I had to go to work this week, was some sketches from Joe Johnston from the original Star Wars. And it was a lot of cool like sketches that Joe Johnston did, him and Ralph McQuarrie, of like old art, that they did during
the
movie.
Wow, that's awesome.
Sandcrawler. It's awesome.
Yeah, really old sketch. Just really some really great sketches, man. Really, really cool stuff. Little stuff like that. So it was really, really cool. Yeah, so. Huh?
See, we have special guests all the time on the show.
I don't know, so I can't right now. I'm doing something. I'll get back to you. Bye. Another really great thing actually I got, buddy of mine actually gave me 1978 Star Wars calendar book. And
that's crazy.
1978 for me is I was born in 1978. So It's really, really cool. Really a lot of old, pictures. You can see it. A lot of old pictures from
That's very
1970.
awesome.
The calendar. It's really cool. Like, really, really cool. Pin up of
So what's the picture on the month for your birthday?
really, really cool. I think it's the whole crew. August, September. Hold on, give me 1 second.
You're in February. It's the beginning of the book.
A little, you know what? Kiss my ass a little.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good one, yeah.
That's awesome. Like that'd be a cool way to display it.
Yeah, really, really cool. This next book, man, I think I got another book too. It's Star Wars Year by Year. And it's very interesting where Star Wars began in Lucas's eyes and how it just grew into something that like we just really didn't know. And like Lucas, like, a lot of inspiration from a lot of things that started Star Wars and just kept going throughout the years. And this is what I was telling y'all, how great Star Wars is, because it changed movies. And there's not another movie I think in our history that's changed the format of movies and how we watch movies and how we visualize like special effects. And in this book, I mean, it started from like American Graffiti to even, the beginning which again, Lucas was inspired by so many movies. And like, how he took Peter Cushing from, like that original Dracula movie and him playing Professor Van Helsing, and that adapted him to becoming Tarkin. And like the old pocket calculators, how they took the old pocket calculators and they used those for Star Wars, like little small things for Star Wars. Like, everything is and this book is a phenomenal because it has McQuarrie art here, how McQuarrie started and how like everything like around them was inspired, but things were inspired by Star Wars as well. Like Billy D. Williams was in like a certain movie, and Lucas found him and not found him, but he seen him and he put him in the movie. It's like, it's a lot of shit. And then it goes further. It's like Star Wars, like, the Apple computer was, like Steve Jobs was like, into that, but like, Lucasfilm was like, doing this, and it was THX and Industrial Light and Magic. Industrial Light and Magic started fucking Apple. Like they used those computers to do the same shit. And like no one understands. They're like, Star Wars is that impactful, and we don't even realize it. And it's like that's what I was telling y'all, is that's why Star Wars is like one of
here we go.
Go ahead.
I'm saying back to your Star Wars is the only true thing, the true defining moment.
It's not the only true defining moment. But we all know that it changed cinema, and it changed.
Of course. I mean, Lucasfilm, if it wasn't for their technology and special effects, a lot of movies wouldn't have got to the point that they are today.
So like even we talk about Jurassic Park, but Jurassic Park wouldn't have been Jurassic Park without ILM. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's things that you can say.
Industrial Light Magic. I mean, you talk about all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's a lot, and it really did trend. I'm telling you, man, this book it woke me up a little bit, because I mean I always loved art, but yeah, I mean again, my art is influenced by Star Wars, like sneakers, culture, fashion, like every fucking thing in this book, man. I was just like so surprised to like conventions, like everything, man. Like every fucking thing changed. Star Wars changed a lot of shit, and no one understands that. Like even fucking Reagan used Star Wars as like a part of like fucking politics. Like it's crazy. So there you get. It's like, my question. I answered my own question, but this book answered the question for me.
It's funny. That's the thing, though, Sean. Like we mess with you but Steve was right in his point, right? Like when you're the first and only to do it, you're the only to do it, right? Like,
yeah,
when Lucas started it, nobody else was making the type of toys, making that type of toy line. Nobody else was making that type of sci-fi using that type of special effects.
yeah.
It was really like a whole different vision that grew from that, and now it's the norm, right? So you can't compare it. It's just like saying, well, yes, Superman is the first superhero and probably, or the first mainstream superhero to have his own comic book, and that's why his book is worth the most. No book will ever be worth more than Action Comics #1, ever. Because it was the start of everything. So anything that anybody's ever picked up off of, that's the start. Just like Star Wars. Anytime you talk about a franchise, Star Wars.
Yeah, and again, they even got Nintendo in here a little, and I was like, holy shit! Like Nintendo has something to do with Star Wars too.
Of
Like
course.
it's fucking crazy, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like I don't think it can get any. I mean, it's crazy.
It's touched us all in some way or another.
Yeah,
It's
of course.
tickled our taints in one way or another.
Yeah, and yeah, so yeah. I mean, I'll talk about a couple props and replicas that I got this week.
Let me put you back in solo for him.
Thank you. On my way home from work, I stopped at a toy store and I was able to grab pretty much a prop replica of Boba Fett's Empire Strikes Back blaster. Really, really cool piece. Some of it's metal, some of it's like maybe a hard plastic. Maybe it feels like it's very smooth, very, very well done. It does have something here that I got to actually fix on it. I do have the piece for it, but I got to put it back on. I'm actually going to put the rope that actually goes from here to there on like from here to here. That's actually in the Empire movie. The scope actually works. The inside looks really, really cool. Very, very well done piece. Like very, very well done. But nice to have it a part of my prop collection.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really,
right
really
next
cool
to the Boba Fett helmet.
Yep. And next to the Boba Fett blaster too. And then I think to me here, like my next piece was kind of my holy grail of like what I've wanted in my collection. And it is actually a replica version of Han Solo's blaster from I guess New Hope and Empire. There were so many different versions of the blaster, but this is a prop replica made from the original gun. It was welded together. A lot of pieces were welded together. A lot of prop pieces, but really well done blaster. Like I kind of want to paint this to make it all black, but I don't really want to mess it up. It has like every single little piece, even the dial, the original dial that they used in Star Wars, and this is an aluminum top, but it was very well done. Everything was like great, like it was put together piece by piece, and just some great
that thing looks really cool. Yeah
man. The scope, if you can look on the inside, the scope, there's like a little crosshair thing in there, really, really cool. You can't see it, but so yeah, really, really great gun, man. Really, really great. I'm glad to have this part of my collection. I'm gonna get a stand for it. The trigger works, the pullback works, so you can hear it. Really, really great piece. Really, really great piece. All from the Greeblies and everything, man. Just did a great job with this piece, man. I'm glad to get it. Glad to have it a part of my collection, and I can't wait to display it. Somewhere.
What else could you get for Han Solo to be as part of your collection? What other thing does he have? I guess you could get like a vest.
Maybe his vest or his belt, but I'm not really into like clothing and stuff like that. Like my own stuff, but I don't think I would buy that.
A bag of Harrison Ford's hair.
Yeah, I ain't going that far.
But from where?
Gross. Yeah, really, really cool, man. Really, really great piece, man. It's a full metal, very heavy. It's got to be about 10 pounds, maybe a little bit heavier.
10 really pounds?
Great. Yeah, this thing is heavy as shit, dog. Like, it's heavy. Very, very heavy. So
Is
he was
that
a
built
blast.
on a real C96? I don't know what that is. So.
Yes, I think it is. Yeah, it's made in Spain. It's by Denix. Denix like does like a lot of like replica stuff. They did like really. They give you like all the pieces and everything. This is, I mean, this gun is about probably a $600-700 piece, but I didn't get it for any of that, and it was great. I was so happy to get this. I called a Lil right after, and I was like super happy, very happy to have this, man. Definitely part of my collection. Grail piece. One more thing I have left, and then I'm
No,
done
I,
for the
I
night.
thought you were done. All right, let me push you back in the solo mode. Look at that. Let's keep flipping back on Sean's show. This is just the producers and commentary. I got that.
So I think a Lil has this book as well. It's Star Wars frames. It features what George Lucas did after he filmed both episode, all the episodes, whatever the ones he did. He went back, and Steve, you'll appreciate this. He went back and he took frame by frame, each frame in the Star Wars, thing, and made a frame of each piece and put it into a book. So it has every single frame from episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to New Hope, to Empire, all the way through. And I've never had this book. I've seen it, never acquired it, never realized how much I really need it till now. You know what I'm saying? Really great book. I mean, I think it looks phenomenal. Like that looks really great.
A cool cover.
Yeah, and a little. I mean, again, you have the book, and look at the. That's great. Really cool. Although I'm surprised we've never even talked about this book before, but like
we did when I first got it a long time ago.
I do not remember that conversation.
Yeah, because I got it it was on clearance at, was it Borders? I got it for $25.
Damn, that was a score.
And that thing weighs
it's
like
heavy.
50 pounds. It's
very heavy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really great book.
Baka, that is still a big plot hole. Why he never got that damn medallion? Why was only Luke and Han?
Yeah, I never looked into that. I'm very curious to see like what was the reason behind that.
Racism.
But man, oh shit,
Racism against the Wookiees.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's the Star Wars book collection is really building up a little. And Steve, and I'm just,
yeah, you're gonna need a whole new section just for books, like a Star Wars library.
Yeah, that's what I'm going after. Like, I really want to build that up. It's really weird. I never really got those books before, and I don't even understand why I never got them. But it just was different, different mindset. I have so many art books, though, it's ridiculous. Which I'm like, why the fuck do I have so many art books, but I don't have a lot of Star Wars art books? Now I do, but so. Really great book, though. Definitely highly recommended for Star Wars fans. If you can find it, I would get it. Definitely, it's worth it. It is worth it. So
very cool. I'm gonna send you an 8x10 of Han Solo that I got, but it's gonna be my face over Han Solo's face. Or Mike, I want you to put it on your wall on your shelf.
Are you going to?
You gotta send him like a U frozen in carbonite.
Oh, I would totally love that. You gotta have your mouth open though, like. Now in the next which I'm gonna do that for our next screenshot.
But you gotta like paint it. It's gotta be like painted yellow, like it was like butter. Like you got frozen in hot butter.
Oh, I'm totally doing it.
Frozen in butter. Oh, amazing. Wrapped in bacon.
Are you going to Disney for May 4th?
I'm gonna try it. Because they have a new saber, right?
I think so, though. They may have a double saber. Like they may have Luke's and Vader's in a box, in a special box.
Okay. If I can get there and get it, I'll
You're
get
my
friend. I will get there and get it.
Why do I feel like Stevie's not going to come through for me, though?
I don't know, because he has every other time, so I don't know where this is coming.
I know, like you got that melted helmet. I got that other lightsaber. I mean,
he got you the game. He got you.
What game?
Didn't you get him the chess game, the fucking weird monster game?
You did. Yeah, I appreciate
all
you.
the things. And you're like, I don't know. I feel like it won't come through.
No, that's because it's it is not even that. It's not even.
It's a work day. That's the other problem though. Like it's a work day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, but not even that. It's not even that. It's like one of those things where everybody gonna line up early in the morning for. You know.
Well, and that would be the problem. Like, yeah, I can't wait in an 8-hour line for it. It's just.
I'm not expecting you to do it. I'm fine with that. You know what they do? Still... They are releasing a lot of stuff on Shop Disney though lately, so maybe they might have it on there too.
They might. But I'll check it out. Won't hurt for me to run into the park and see what's going on.
I know you got all access, man.
I don't have any. I gotta go in just like everybody else. So
yeah, we'll talk about it off the air.
There's no.
Yeah. We'll talk about it behind scenes.
There's no special privilege there.
behind the curtain.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off the air. It's fine. It's fine.
Get out of here. Sorry. All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep my bounds. I'm sorry. I don't want to get sniped in the bushes.
Better watch it. Anything else? You guys got anything else? I didn't. It's the thing I was looking around. I'm like, oh, I didn't buy anything today. This week. I'm like, I didn't get anything.
I did bought a figure this week.
A figure?
Yeah.
A figure.
I still am on the lookout here and there. I didn't want to buy. I was starting to want to do like the whole McFarlane collection, but I got out of figures, and that was just too much to keep up with. But I do like the sidekicks, and every time I see one of those, I still want to like. I'm like, I am gonna have a shelf with some of those figures. So like, I do still like some of them. So I picked up the Duke Thomas, the Signal figure from the McFarlane line.
How big is that? Is that one of those just the 5 points of articulation?
No, it's the McFarlane
8-inch.
Yeah, the 7-inch figure.
You know what? When he had it up, it looked like it was like one of those weird 12-inch figures.
No.
Maybe because of the color too, like the.
I don't know. It's just the regular. It's the regular fucking line. But I have the figure of him when he was in his Robin costume that came from the Mattel line. So having him in this suit is pretty cool too. Like I said, I like all the sidekicks, and I don't like his name, the Signal. I think that's kind of dumb. But I like his suit. It's pretty sweet. So he'll go on the sidekick shelf with all the other little Robins. And
Steve, I sent you that Superpowers picture.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need those.
But I mean, I just thought the Nightwing one was kind of cool. Like it's Nightwing.
Oh, they're cool. They're cool. I just
$10.
You know what I'm realizing building this room is I got a lot of shit, and it's hard to find a place for all of it. It's very, very hard. Oh, yeah. It's a good figure. It's a solid figure. I think it's like really well done. Like there's a difference in like the black is a different texture than the yellow. The yellow is very shiny and smooth, and the black is rough. It's got a lot of texture to it. So, what can I say about figures? We've been down that rabbit hole a lot.
I know, you know what? Because we stopped at Walmart, and that's where I saw that. And then they had the Ninja Turtle ones all in disguise. Like they're not the movie ones, but they're like the movie ones. And I was holding them, and I'm like, no. I put them back. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
There's not a lot of statues that I really want, that are. I found my statue, my Grail statue, and I bought it. And, it's here and it's awesome, and that's always gonna be the cool piece. But I don't want just a bunch of big old statues just for statue's sake, and there's just not a lot out there I really want.
I do for statue's sake.
I have a bunch of shit. I have a whole bunch of shit. I did see the Duke Thomas Batman figure, James, but I didn't like it. So, like I said, I'm being picky with them. I'm gonna pick them up if I like them, but I didn't really like that one.
No, I'm not I don't know if I want that because I got big stuff. Like I don't really want to get into small stuff anymore. I'm trying to distance myself from like all the small shit. So like I'm trying to like kind of keep like, you know, like, again, I'm going like prop replicas and stuff like that. Like, you know, more of a scaled model or even a toy scale of a ship or something like that.
Sean, look at that question.
Huh?
Favorite 80s cartoon vehicle. Ooh, the rabbit hole opens.
Nope, there's only one. The Turtle Van.
It's not true.
The Turtle Van.
No.
80s cartoon? Turtle
Inspector Gadget's car? Come on, man. The fuck?
No.
The car
For
can
me,
do
it's
anything.
Batman animated series Batmobile.
That was 90s.
Is it though? 89, 90, right? I thought we was,
No,
was
came
that
out after
the
the Batman movie.
It's
That came out
90s.
It's 90s, 92.
okay? So 80s would probably be the DeLorean.
That's
No,
not a cartoon.
Oh, and that Back
Well,
to
I
the
mean,
Future
they did
was
have that Back to the Future cartoon. They did have that.
suckers.
I'm still going Inspector Gadget car.
I'm
That
going
car is
Turtle Van.
fucking rad.
Turtle Van, hands down.
No, I won't go. I won't because you know what? I'm gonna go 80s cartoon. The one that really I think sat with me as a toy. I didn't have the Turtle Van, but I did have the Thunderhawk from Mask. That motherfucker was nice. Yo, I used to, and everybody loved Mask. The Thunderhawk. I still have that Thunderhawk, and that was a really great figure. I really do like that car.
What I've noticed about living here in Central Florida is the geek culture is just bright. There was somebody with a legit built turtle van. I don't know how they did it. They had the door on the side that had like the little like it looked like a upside down like plastic pallet, you know, they stuck on the side, and it was legit looking. I wish I could have taken a picture of it. But everybody's driving around down here with crazy decals all over their car, like not just like, you know, like the little stickers, but just like wraps. Their cars are wrapped.
You know, the real Ghostbusters came out in '86. Ecto 1. Not bad.
Would Battle Cat be a vehicle? I mean, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have.
No, but the Thunder Tank would.
Thunder Tank would.
Thunder Tank.
Still going Turtle Van. I did not, James, go to MegaCon. It was we had a regatta just like we did today, and my daughter came in third at state. So,
nice.
But,
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely in 2 weeks it will be a very different recording situation because I'll be somewhere in the middle of Georgia.
Oh, but that's like your favorite place. Right when it's getting warm too.
It's swampy. But yeah, I didn't get to go to MegaCon this year. It's just too busy. Thanks, James.
Have you ever been?
It was last year, yeah.
Would the bike from Akira count as 80s cartoon vehicle?
Yes.
I don't know, but dude, I seen this fucking animation, Steve, where it shows every cartoon and movie that's done the Akira slide. Dude, there's so many cartoons and fucking movies that have actually done that Akira slide. Now, Nope, Jordan Peele did the fucking Akira slide, and I don't know if anybody remembers that shit.
Yep, Nope did it. Hobbs and Shaw. Idris Elba was over there sliding around.
Yep.
Hey, how about the Akira slide on the Akira bike in Ready Player One?
I know, dude.
Yeah. Keep him going. That's Mr. Machine was 70s, right? Because that Scooby-Doo came out in the 70s.
Yeah, but the Mystery Machine it's just
like
shag carpet. It smells like weed and dog butt. Fucking.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with the smell of dog butt?
God, a Great Dane in there fucking fucking for hours when they're on the road. Ugh.
Too funny.
Gross.
Best
so much
80s.
Dander in there. Well, you would never even be able to
die.
You'd fucking die in the Mystery Machine.
I would
not be able to end. All the shag carpet, all that dog hair and dander stuck to that carpet.
Fucking,
I wouldn't even be able to get 10 feet near it.
You know what the worst car was? Fucking Turbo Team.
Where they turned into the car?
That guy turned into a car.
And his whole mouth turned into like
oh my god,
front fender. Like,
that was the worst.
Yikes.
Have you seen that cartoon, Steve?
Turbo Teen.
Yeah,
It sounds. I can't remember
the boy.
everything, but it's.
You,
But
you
I can.
remember? You remember Michael Jackson
It's-
Moonwalker?
Yeah, of
When
course.
Michael Jackson turned into the car,
Mm-hmm.
it was like this, but in more of a crude cartoon style.
That was bad to begin with. So.
I know. Imagine this. Google it. It is horrendous.
The Mark Five, fucking
Speed Racer,
Speed Racer.
Danger Mouse's car. Danger Mouse car. Oh, fucking what was his name? Speed Buggy.
From Wacky Racers.
there was that whole Hanna-Barbera cartoon where they were racing around.
Wacky Racers.
Wacky Racers was
with
the best, man.
Muttley had the or whatever the fucking dragster, the Dragula.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't know, man. To me, it's still a Thunderhawk. I used to, man. I went down the 80s cartoon. I went down the 80s cartoon fucking rabbit hole, man, and I'm just like, dude, there were some fucking great cartoons back in the day when we were kids, man. These kids don't know shit about cartoons, man.
I'm so old, man. Get off my lawn about current cartoons. I don't like any of them. Any of them. I see the animation, I'm like, I don't want to watch it. I don't care what the story's like. This is crap. Get out of here. It's freaking ugh.
Dracula was great. It was on fucking Nickelodeon, like late at night, kind of, I guess. A little after. It was like a little after.
He was talking about the car, the Dragula.
Dragula? Oh, I thought he was talking about
the
Banana
car.
Man and Count Duckula. I was thinking about Duckula.
But like all the like Amazon's doing a bunch of Batman stuff, right? Because they got that Cape Crusaders show, so they've greenlit like 2 other Batman projects, and one of them is called like I forget what it's called, but the animation is like really bad. It's like what's that Flapjack? Where like the little boys, like the pirate and like the big whale. It's like crude animation. And it's like they're doing this whole Batman thing and with this, and it's just like, you're ruining the name. You're gonna make everybody hate all things Batman with too much Batman.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Hello, I know you gotta tap out, though.
I
know you gotta tap out soon, don't you?
I'm dying. I'm already so exhausted. It's not even fun.
I cannot believe that we are not going to talk about both Flash trailers. This is unprecedented. If it was a Marvel movie, we'd be fucking watching. We'd be talking about it. Unbelievable.
I didn't even know there was a Flash trailer.
Oh,
I'm joking because then he say let's get nuts or whatever.
Yeah,
let's get nuts. I mean, Steve, we'll just review it. Like, I guess it's not that serious.
It was such a good trailer. Oh my god,
it was a good trailer.
You guys can do the trailer palooza without me.
Wouldn't be fun.
Why?
Without your poo-pooing everything.
Yeah, it's not fun without your hate.
You guys feed off my hate.
We do.
I feed off your hate. I love it.
Unlimited power.
I was gonna say I'm like a fucking Sith Lord when it comes to DC properties. or a fucking Blade telling Jessica Biel to use it.
They also had a new Transformers Rise of the Beast trailer.
Oh, did you see too? They're doing a Transformers animated movie, a prequel called Transformers 1, and Chris Hemsworth is voicing Optimus.
Yeah, that sounds.
And Scarlett Johansson's voicing. What the hell's her name? Shauna, was it Alita?
Alita or RC?
No, Alita.
Oh, okay. Nah, I don't care. We'll see.
And then Brian Tyler, was it Brian Tyler Henry, right?
Tyree Henry.
Tyree Henry. Thank you. Tyree Henry. He's voicing Megatron.
Megatron.
So.
And it's a prequel to what?
Prequel to like the G1 era. So it's like a prequel to the G1 story.
So a prequel to Bumblebee?
No, like it's an animated movie, so it's a prequel to the 80s animated cartoon. At least that's what it sounded like. It says it's a prequel to the G1 storyline. So them coming to Earth and all that stuff. So my guess is it's a Cybertron, you know.
I didn't say anything about that, but that new Rise of the Beast trailer looks pretty fucking good. Again, they have like this huge action scene at the end, and you can actually see what's going on. Like, it's pretty cool. They're figuring stuff out.
Now you know.
No, this was the DMX one.
But I like the
song was DMX in this new trailer.
I know. I heard that one too. Tired.
Anyway,
I'm
I think we're just all kind of floundering here.
I'm falling off, so I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys for the short episode. Thank you for listening. This is a little
12/22, April 30th. Flatline. Calling it.
It's been a long week, man.
This is Sean.
We love you guys.
And this is Steve. Until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other, and keep it geeky.